My family asks for this dinner every day. Put chicken fillets into a blender and blend until smooth. Line a baking tray with parchment paper and spread the meat onto it, forming 4 flat, even circles. Once ready, cut the parchment into 4 pieces, so each portion sits on its own sheet. Spread cream cheese evenly on each piece, then season with salt and pepper to taste. Add fresh spinach and slices of tomato on top. Sprinkle with shredded mozzarella for a creamy texture and rich flavor. Fold each piece gently in half, using the parchment to keep the meat from falling apart. Carefully remove the paper, brush the tops with beaten egg, and coat with breadcrumbs so they turn golden and crispy when baked. Place them in an oven preheated to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for around 20 minutes, until nicely browned and cooked through. They're perfect as a quick dinner or a tasty twist on classic cutlets, juicy on the inside and crispy on the outside. Once you try this ground meat recipe, you'll never want another one again. Crack 3 eggs into a bowl and whisk until the mixture is light and fluffy. That's what makes it so tender. Season with salt and pepper. Then add about 1 cup of frozen peas and stir well. Chop about 1 cup of cherry tomatoes and mix them in. Pour the mixture onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and bake for about 15 minutes at 340 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, in another bowl, add the ground meat, 2 eggs, 2 handfuls of breadcrumbs, and your favorite seasoning mix. Combine everything thoroughly. Brush a bit of olive oil on a rectangular baking tray and spread the first layer of meat. Cut the baked egg mixture into rectangles and place 1 piece on top of the meat. Keep layering them alternately. It'll look as amazing as it tastes. In a small bowl, mix ketchup with a splash of soy sauce and spread it over the top. Bake for another 35 minutes. Once sliced, you'll see beautiful, colorful layers inside. The meatloaf turns out soft, juicy, and full of flavor. A dish that surprises everyone at the table and always makes them ask for seconds. This secret recipe is 67 years old, and today I'm sharing it for the first time. I'm sure your whole family will love it. Prepare chicken fillets and season them with paprika on both sides. Make small, horizontal cuts in the meat, about 1/4 inch apart. This helps the seasoning and sauce soak in, and the chicken cooks faster and more evenly while staying juicy. Add a little oil and about 2 tablespoons of butter to a pan. Once the fat is hot, add 3 cloves of garlic. Then add the seasoned chicken fillets and fry on both sides. When the chicken turns golden, remove it from the pan. Mash the fried garlic into the butter with a spoon. Add finely chopped white onion and cook until golden. Pour in about 1 2/3 cups of chicken or vegetable broth. Simmer for a moment over low heat, then add 1 2/3 cups of heavy cream. Season with salt and pepper. Now add chopped parsley and a very important ingredient, lime. It boosts the garlic flavor and gives the sauce a fresh, vibrant kick. Squeeze in the juice of 1 whole lime. Once the sauce is hot and well combined, return the chicken to the pan. Cover and simmer in the sauce for at least 10 minutes. The chicken turns tender, juicy, and full of flavor, and the sauce is packed with rich garlic taste. This dish tastes like it came straight from a top restaurant. Enjoy. My mother-in-law's recipe for a quick yet incredibly fancy dish. Now my husband asks for it every single day. And I can't blame him. You have to try it today. Take an ice cream cup and line it with slices of raw bacon so that the bottom and sides are covered, leaving the ends hanging over the edge. Slice parboiled potatoes into thin pieces and arrange a layer on the bacon, covering the bottom completely. Cut chicken fillets into smaller flat pieces and place them on top of the potatoes. Season with your favorite spices so the meat is flavorful and juicy. Add another layer of sliced potatoes, more chicken, and season again. Sprinkle shredded cheese on top for a golden melty crust packed with flavor. Fold the overhanging bacon over the top to seal the roast. Prepare a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and place small glasses upside down on it. Put the baking sheet in the oven and remove the cups. Bake at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit for roughly 25 minutes until the bacon is crispy. You'll get an aromatic golden roast that impresses with both taste and presentation. A hearty, eye-catching dish perfect for a family dinner. Enjoy. Chicken breast prepared this way turns out incredibly crispy on the outside and very juicy inside. Pound the chicken breast with a meat mallet so the meat becomes thinner and cooks evenly. Sift the flour through a sieve. Crack 2 eggs onto a plate and beat them with a fork. Grate 2 potatoes, and then squeeze out the juice thoroughly using cheesecloth. This makes the coating crispier and prevents excess moisture during frying. The grated potatoes create a natural crust that browns beautifully and gives the meat a unique flavor. Mix the grated potatoes with 40 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, and 1 teaspoon of salt. First, coat the fillet in flour, then dip it into the beaten eggs, and finally coat it thoroughly in the seasoned grated potatoes. Fry in hot oil on both sides for about 5 minutes until the crust becomes golden and crispy. Thanks to the potato coating, the chicken has an exceptionally crispy crust and a tender, juicy inside. The meat literally melts in your mouth. You've never had cabbage like this before. The way it's prepared is truly unique. Stick toothpicks all over the head of cabbage, then place it in the microwave for 6 minutes. During that time, the cabbage softens and takes on a completely different character. Take it out, remove the toothpicks, and chop it into smaller pieces. Grate a peeled carrot. Its bright orange color will beautifully liven up the dish. Next, finely dice an onion to add depth of flavor and a touch of sweetness. Heat a bit of olive oil in a pan, add the onion and carrot, and sauté until slightly softened. Press in a clove of garlic and cook briefly. Transfer the sautéed vegetables into a bowl with the chopped red cabbage. Season with your favorite spice blend to enhance the taste, then crack in 2 eggs and add 2 tablespoons of flour. Season with salt and pepper and mix everything thoroughly. Scoop out portions of the mixture, shape them into patties, and fry them in hot oil for about 4 minutes on each side. Place the cooked patties on paper towels to drain excess oil. Serve these vegetable patties with your favorite sides. When you cut them open, their purple center will surprise you. It's not only delicious, but also a strikingly beautiful dish. My mother-in-law invites me for this kind of dinner every weekend, and it impresses me every single time. Prepare sliced pieces of pork and pound them thin like cutlets, every piece. Then take a deep baking tray and line it with the prepared slices of meat. Next, place boiled eggs side by side and mash them with a potato masher. Finally, chop a white onion. Dice a freshly washed bell pepper. Prepare pickles and cut them into small cubes. Slice the marinated mushrooms into smaller pieces. Take a bowl and add the onion, bell pepper, pickles, and mushrooms. Mix everything together. Spread this mixture over the mashed eggs. Generously sprinkle grated cheese on top. The cheese will create a golden, stretchy crust. Cover everything with the overlapping strips of meat. Now prepare a glaze by mixing 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise with 1 tablespoon of mustard and thinning it with pickle brine. Mix well, then spread it generously over the meat. Bake the roast at 360 Fahrenheit for 1 hour. Your stuffed roast is ready. It impresses from the very first bite. Tender, juicy, and full of aroma. It's the kind of dish that will amaze everyone at the table and guarantee that nobody refuses a second helping.